Okay, so I was put to the task to speak on a topic that I normally don't, but I love the conversation of finances, so I was like, okay, I'm up for the task. But I'm gonna do a couple things. Number one, I came bearing gifts, so I have a couple of more magazines. My nonprofit is called Urban CEO Network. So if you guys want a magazine, I have a few left over here. And also, my Instagram is Vision Avant. So if you take a picture of me and you tag me on the picture, I'm gonna give you one of these 24K plated $100 bills. I believe that, you attract that of what you see consistently. You attract that of what you speak consistently. So all you gotta do is post the picture in your timeline. Make sure to tag Vision Avant. And when you just show me your, do like this and then I'll post it, okay? Oh, yes. All right, okay. See, I like to have pictures of me in action, though, you know what I'm saying? So, like action shots, you know what I mean? So, yeah, okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to get into this. I don't have a lot of time, but I want to talk about some really, really good stuff. Today is Juneteenth, and this is a big celebration for us, right? So let's give it up for us, right? Absolutely. Now, we live in some really, really good times. How many of us can agree? We live in really, really good times, right? But this is the thing. Do you know some statistics? Let me drop a couple statistics for you. First of all, do you know that only 5% of the population earns over $100,000 a year? Only 5%. And I think a lot of us get a little bit immune to hearing 100,000 because we hear every guru out there talking about get 10,000 a month or earn 100K or I'm a millionaire. Everybody a millionaire, right? Everybody rich, right? And so I think what happens is we hear it so much that we don't think it's a big deal. But it really is a big deal. And the truth is, in this day and age, to earn 100,000 really don't stretch that far. Because the cost of living, the cost of looking, the cost of investing, all of that's expensive, right? And so here's some other numbers. 70% of our Americans here in the U.S. are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I was working, it was not paycheck to paycheck. It was paycheck behind paycheck, right? As soon as that check came, it was already spent, right? Y'all know about when you know you got $100 in the bank and you wake up, it's negative 250 because that automatic draft came through. Yes? Okay, you're like, God damn it, I thought I'd cut it off. They also say that 56% of businesses actually fail within their first year. 56 in the first year. Now, by show of hands, how many of you guys are business owners or aspiring business owners? Since everybody here, why do you think, though, so many entrepreneurs are not succeeding? Well, if I could be real transparent, I want to talk to my people. Y'all my people, right? And if y'all grew up where I grew up, right, don't forget, like, if you do see, hey, sis, you want to help me out? I'm going to put my sister to work. Okay, if somebody puts up a picture, the camera to show they posted it, then give them one of these, because I don't want to interrupt it. Okay, so some of y'all come from where I come from, right? Vision Avant. Vision Avant. So if you post the picture and tag me on Instagram, okay, and then just put it up there, and I'm going to put it up there. Now, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm going to try to get through this, okay? Now, if you come from where I come from, a lot of us, we were, we recognizing working hard, right? How many of y'all have family members that work 2 and 3 jobs? Anybody have family members, right? And the thing about when you come from the hood, if you work 2 and 3 jobs, y'all, it's actually praise. They say, oh, he work hard or she work hard. You know what I'm saying? They work hard for the money. And think about the songs that we grew up to. She works hard for the money, right? Wealthy people don't sing that. Or, hustle, hard, right? So we're brought up thinking that the hustle is how we get to the bag. But the truth is, y'all, it's about being smart. First of all of us in here, we have the ability to be financially free. I'm a big believer that financial freedom is all connected to really, like, what do you want out of life? Does that make sense? Like, where do you desire to travel? Where do you desire to be? What do you like to wear? Not based on what somebody else is telling you what you should desire. Does that make sense? Yes? Because a lot of us, we live off of what social media tells us is financial freedom. Y'all, financial freedom is not driving a car. Financial freedom is not having clothes and shoes and bags. Financial freedom to me is about being happy. Financial freedom to me is about being able to do that of what you love to do, even if it's $50,000 a year. But when you wake up, you have peace. Some of us over here stressing to get to the bag, and we hate it. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself, if that's okay. Okay? I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia. I went to Hampton University. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, she went to Nova State. Okay. Okay. All right. So I went to, okay, cool. All right, see? Okay. They thought I went to Nova State, and they thought my sister went to Hampton because we would always be on everybody's campus. So I went to college, and I got a degree in computer science, i.e. me setting up, listen, I go nowhere without my gadgets, right? And like most college graduates, I thought I was going to graduate, and I was going to make this money. In fact, they told me you're going to earn up to $50,000 a year. In fact, this is what they said. They said most college graduates earn up to $50,000 a year with a computer science degree. Y'all know the only thing I heard was 50K. I ain't hear no most, up to. I thought I was about to get the bag, right? Think about it. We will go 4 to 5 years being broke because we were promised at the end of this tunnel we would get a check. But what happens to most college graduates? They ain't getting no check. They not even working in the degree, right? Y'all know college is a business, right? It's a business. So just like a lot of college graduates, I went from, temp job to temp job, broke, busted, and disgusted. I used to donate plasma twice a week for my $20 donations. In fact, a lot of people don't even notice. I still got a scar right here when I used to donate, and they messed it up when I donated right here. And so this is a constant reminder of where I came from. In fact, not only did I donate it, I got to a place in my life where I got real complacent, being in a space with a pray car. Y'all know what a pray car is, right? Where you pray that thing don't cut off and that it start, right? I got real complacent with getting in early before 9 o'clock so we can get in for free, and then go stand by the section and hope somebody invite us in. Listen, I'm being real. This is what I lived off of. And it wasn't until my father actually passed away. So my father was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Within 7 months, he passed away. And all these years, I had been like a really good tripreneur. I kept trying all these businesses and quitting these businesses, and trying and quitting and trying and quitting and trying. And then when he went through what he went through, I just saw so much and learned so much about my father. So I moved to Atlanta a month after he passed away. And I got into doing like multimedia stuff. I was doing websites. I used to do stuff for this party promoter. Her name is Mike, and he's got a company called Upscale Entertainment. And then he introduced me to this young lady who was making like $80,000 in network marketing. I ended up getting into the network marketing world, and that's where I started having success, right? So I started earning all this income, y'all. I mean, we was getting $40,000 a month, $50,000 a month. It was crazy, and none of us knew what we were doing. Like, we were making all this money, didn't really have an idea how we were doing it. We were just hustling, because that's all we knew. We knew how to hustle, work hard from sun up to sundown. Anybody know what I'm talking about, right? And so I ended up transitioning to another company, and this is when my life really hit another paradigm shift. So I went and got this beautiful car. I had this Mercedes CL63, used to growl when you started. It's like, right? I was living over in Buckhead in a townhome that was way more expensive than what I thought I wanted. You know what I mean? I was out here. I had all the shoes, all the clothes, all the bags, stuff that I don't really like or care about. I'm a gadget girl, to be honest. I'm a little nerdy. But, I mean, I would wear this stuff because in the company that I was in, they said you got to look the part. You got to dress, to impress. And if you ain't wearing this, people ain't going to listen to you, right? And I found myself in a place where I was trying to portray this person that was not me. Not only that, I thought I was in love. I mean, I was in love, but I thought I was in love with the man who thought he was in love with me, too. I found out it was 10 other women who was in love with him, too. Well, it might have been close to, I don't know. Anyways, we're good now, but it was a tough time for me. And that's when I realized I wasn't happy. I thought if I got the car, the clothes, the man, if I was looking fine, and all of these, I would be happy. And I found myself in this hotel. We were at a conference, y'all. It was in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was the last conference I ever attended. My income had actually fallen backwards. I had lost a friend because I was working so hard, y'all. I didn't have time for my friends. I lost her to breast cancer out of nowhere. My grandmother passed away. It was a lot. And I found myself in this hotel really trying to figure out how can I leave this world. And I'm looking up all these different ways. Like, I did so much research, y'all. I was really serious. Like, I didn't want to be here anymore. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, they said the pills, but 99% of most people take pills that don't work, and I don't want to look crazy. I'm serious, right? Then I'm afraid of heights, but I want to live in a high rise again, but I'm still afraid of heights, so I know I ain't jumping off no building. And then guns, I hate them. So I said, well, listen, God, if you're going to make me afraid, which is crazy, I was afraid to do it. So if you're going to make me afraid to do it, then why am I here? And so it's like he answered immediately. Everybody say immediately. But he didn't really answer in a way that I thought. See, that's the thing. A lot of times we want it to be in the way that we think it's supposed to be. Yes, yes? And so I started doing these workshops, y'all. At the time when I was in network marketing, I had wrote my very first book. In fact, if you go to my YouTube, I did a video where I just was sharing to the world that I was going through this depression because a lot of people didn't know. By the way, there is a thing called functional depression, where you can get up every day, smile, and look like everything's okay, and go back home, and just nobody knows that person. So I wrote this book, and initially it was called A Vision of Freedom, How to Truly Live the Life of Your Dreams, because I was trying to use it to help recruit more people into my network marketing business. And I got a chance to do a free workshop. So I started doing workshops, and I was like, I don't want to do network marketing anymore because I didn't want to be in this industry that made me chase all this stuff for the purpose of looking good. Now, please do not take this the wrong way. If you like nice things, you should get what makes you happy. But make sure it makes you happy. Does that make sense? Don't do it for nobody else. I don't wear what I wear to impress because I know that God gave me a valuable resource, which is this right here. Does that make sense? So anyway, so I've been doing these books, and y'all, they thought I was crazy, by the way. They started laughing at me, child, and they said, she don't think she can do it, and da-da-da-da, and now fast forward, that was 2014. Fast forward to today, I've helped over 5,000 people to become authors, and it's a big blessing. I've written several books myself, but when people say how many books you wrote, listen, I count all my clients too, so I'm in the thousands, okay? All right, so I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about this finances, right? So that's my story. And I think that this is so important because as my people, listen, I know some of y'all been on Instagram a couple times today, looking at what other people doing, what they wearing, how they moving, and things like that. And it's very easy to get caught up in the sauce, right? It's very easy to get caught up in the sauce. And so I wanted to talk about 3 ways that we can really get on top of our own finances and at the same time bring happiness into our life. Is that cool? Yeah. Again, I want y'all to want the things that you want, though. See, I like gadgets. I set a goal. I said, if I hit this goal, I'm going to buy another camera. That's my newer camera right there, right? I said, I'm going to hit another goal. I'm going to get a new laptop, right? I hit another goal. So I buy a lot of gadgets, right? So I want you, first of all, to think about, number 1, an income goal that you have over the next 90 days. What is it that you desire? And I don't want you to tell it out loud, but it's so funny because every single time when I talk to my clients, one of the questions I ask, I say, what is your income goal? And do you know the first thing that they start doing? They start explaining to me why this is about to be their income goal. See, somewhere along the way, we've been taught about money in a way that it doesn't really, look, y'all, money is not a big deal. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's called currency. Okay? People made paper money. But initially, God created an opportunity for you to exchange a service in exchange for a service. That's what money is for. And so we learn to separate what society makes us feel about money, then now we can start believing that we deserve to make $10,000 a month, week, or day. Yes, yes? So we got to stop putting so much value on money. So when you think about the income goal that you have, the next thing I need you to think about, in exchange for this money or service, because that's what money does for us, it provides a service, what can I offer of equal value? Yes, yes? What can I offer? All right, make more money. Now, if you have a job or a career and you love it, praise God. We live in a society where they try to make you feel bad about working a job. So now we out here quitting jobs. Oh, I quit today, and everybody clapping, but you going home and you about to lose your whole life, right? Why do we do that? Like today, I fired my boss. Everybody like, yes, not knowing this woman's rent is 2 months behind. Car, she hiding it, trying to change the plates. Trust me, I know about that life, right? And so, guys, don't listen. If you have a job, keep it. And if you need one, stop worrying about what everybody thinks. Get you a job so you can have some money coming in that can fund your business. Yes, yes? Then, if you do have a business, y'all get to running. I was telling somebody the other day that you must have one focus, y'all. Multiple streams does not mean multiple businesses. I always hear people that, they listen to some of these audios and they say, millionaires, they got 7 streams of income, right? They don't got one stream, but they trying to tell us, no shade, but let me explain to you what 7 streams, right? So I'm in the book world, right? So one of my streams is I have a 3-day book camp, one stream. Another one of my streams is I do collaboration projects. So let's just say, for example, I have someone who's big in the hair world and they want to put together a collaboration book of other people in the hair industry or beauty industry. That's a collaboration book. That's another stream of income. Yes, yes? Let's also say that I want to do I got an author that wants to learn how to effectively do a book launch / conference. It's another stream of income. Yes, yes? Okay, that's 3 streams of income in one business. And so what we've got to learn how to do is take what it is that we love to do and turn it into multiple streams. Mark Zuckerberg is known for what? Oprah Winfrey is known for what? TV show, broadcasting, right? But she's not known for clothes. Now she got the old magazine, but she started off in broadcasting, right? Right? All media, right? Grant Cardone is known for what? Real estate. Is it safe to say they probably have some passive income somewhere else where it doesn't require their time? Yes. But y'all, the problem that our community has is we are addicted to our own labor. Okay? If you don't walk away with anything, please listen to me on this. It wasn't until I decided to stop trying to teach people about social media, to stop trying to teach people about public speaking, to stop trying to teach people about all these other things that I know how to do, and I focused on the book world, that I was starting to be able to bring in 50,000 plus on a monthly basis. Now, I haven't hit the 80 mark yet, okay? But we're doing 50,000. But let me tell you the biggest lesson. Because I also stayed laser focused, I have staff. I have over 30 people that work for me, that work some full-time, right? And so that's a big blessing. So you got to focus on one thing and branch it into multiple streams. Yes, yes? I'm telling you guys, I see us do it all the time, especially when we get in network marketing. Any networkers here? Child, because that's what they say, multiple streams. You over here trying to do doTERRA, over here trying to do TLC, you trying to do the travel and the credit. That's not how it works, y'all. If I was in a network marketing company, let me give you an example. Let's say I was in a weight loss company, right? The way I would build multiple streams, I would create my own gear, workout gear. I would sell the product. I would create a coaching program of things to do while you're using the product. These are 3 streams of income. I would even maybe partner up with somebody that sells hair products, satin hair, because black girls, we don't like to work out because that's our number one excuse. My hair goes sweat out, right? So I said, look, I'm going to partner with you, and I can get the bonnets from you, and I get a commission for everybody. That's another stream. See, as a people, we also have to learn how to work with each other. Let me tell you what happens all the time. I had a lady she had breast cancer, and she was trying to teach other women of how to go through the process when you find out you have breast cancer and how to immediately take action, but still love yourself, still be beautiful. So she wrote a book. So then everybody was like, how do I write a book? The smart thing to me would have been like, well, introduce the person to the person who helped you and let that person give you a kickback. It's called an affiliate commission. Does this make sense? So you can stay focused on your purpose, and then you ain't got to worry about trying to teach people how to write books. I want us to be strategic in our partnerships, ladies. Who can we partner with? And it's tough because, listen, I know some people say, well, I tried this stuff, and people sneaky, snaky. That's not your problem. Once you find out they sneaky, snaky, cut them loose and keep going until you find someone. Does that make sense? So we have to learn how to build this community of people that we can work with each other, so now we can focus on our one business and build multiple streams. Yes, yes? For example, you do pictures, right? Okay. Instead of me trying to do the pictures in the video, because I got my camera, that's for me. That ain't for my clients. I say, listen, sweetie, let's do a photo shoot with my clients. I bring them in. What's your fee? Can I get a commission? Partnership. Yes, yes? Okay, I got to hurry up, y'all. Listen, I got so much more. I love talking about stuff like this. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Then once you figure out your one stream, now you focus on growth. One person running your business, which is us, is not going to develop a 7-figure business. So your next thing is, how can I scale? Your first hire should be an assistant. Virtual. Start off virtually. You got to start. Listen, we start making money. The first thing we do is go buy stuff. No. We make the money and reinvest for scaling. Yes, yes? I wouldn't spend if your business is not where you want it to be, buy nothing. No shoes, no clothes. Y'all, I'm telling you, this whole pandemic, I bought nothing. Guess what I did? I hired people. My business grew by 4 times. But I wasn't focusing on getting more stuff. I'm focusing on getting to a multiple $1,000,000 empire. Yes, yes? So we must scale. So we figure out one lane. Yes, yes? We focus on building that into multiple streams, strategic partnerships, and scaling. Okay? All right. Now, community. Everybody needs partners. So we talk about the partnerships. Family and friends. Oh, Jesus, let me talk about this. See, y'all think I'm about to say something bad about the family and friends. Y'all, listen. Please listen to me on this one, because I made the biggest mistake. When I was building this business, I had no time for nobody that won't try to do what I was doing. And then I'll never forget talking on the phone with my grandma, and she's like, well, I guess I ain't gonna see you. You know, like when your family get about 80 plus and they connected to the Lord, they already know. I'm like, Grandma, you tripping. I'm gonna come see you. I can't come for Thanksgiving because I'm out here building this business. She like, well, guess I ain't gonna see you. I said, you tripping. So then December comes, guess what? I'm still building my business. I promise you I'm coming in a couple months. I'm gonna come. Long story short, she did pass away. It was one of the most tough things that I ever dealt with, because all this time I thought if I got this money, if I had this success, finally I would be happy. Y'all, friends and family are not business partners. Stop posting on social media. Stop expecting your friends. They're not there to support you. That's not your client. That's not your audience. God brought them so that we can separate and be able to be ourselves. Learn to compartmentalize your relationships. My friends know I don't talk to my friends about business. I love my friends because they know me. Now, if they say, T, I need some help, different. But I don't, listen, you ain't got to buy what I buy. You ain't got to ever buy a book. You ain't ever got to come to a workshop or a conference. You're my family. So please, y'all, on this journey to success, remember to compartmentalize and still take time for the people that you love. Because what if we are gone tomorrow? And you was mad because she didn't buy a $20 book. And then you'd be like, but you go to the club because that's what they want to do. That's why God has them there for you, to let your hair down. You can't go do that with all your clients. Hello? Okay, I can't be ratchet and dropping it like it's hot one from my clients. Now, they know I love wine, but some things I just can't do, right? Okay, clients and customers. You're not in business if you don't have customers. It looks cute to post, but if you ain't got nobody exchanging your value for value, we're not in business. So we have to make that a focal point. No, not how many likes can I get on the gram. I could care less. Not how many, hey, let me do 20 million photo shoots so I can look like we popping. No. Invest that into your marketing. Ads and radio. Yeah, we don't want to pay for marketing no more, but we will pay for some pitches over and over again with no clients. Get some clients. Yes, yes? Get the money, take a percentage, and then invest that into your social media. Okay? And then mentorship. How many of you guys have a mentor? And your mentor ain't got to be someone you know personally. It could be someone that you study from afar. But you need to be having somebody that's doing way better than you. I'll say better, it could be a little bit better. A little bit better than you in the space that you wish to succeed in. You want to be a wife? All your friends single, and you get advice from all your single friends. You need to have a mentor, even from afar, who's married. Yes, yes? You want to be in shape? All your friends, y'all like to turn up for happy hour, right? Well, you got to have someone in your life that can motivate you to get to where it is that you desire to be. Yes, yes? Mentorship is so important, y'all. I've got a couple of mentors in different areas. And the thing about this, people call me mentor all the time. I'm not nobody's mentor. The reason why I say I'm not nobody's mentor is because I'm a coach first. Mentorship is a little bit deeper, and everybody may not necessarily be ready for one-on-one mentorship, right? But as a mentor, that's someone that you see their overall life, and you want that life, yes? But either way, mentorship and coaching, we got to have it. You can't rely upon your own self. If you, and this is no disrespect, but if you were good enough to get to where you want to be, you would be there. Does that make sense? We rely upon our own understanding and wonder why we're not having the success we desire. All right, and I'm about to wrap it up. So I have 4 E's for growth. Education. It's so good that you guys are here because this gives you an opportunity to get amongst some amazing women and educate yourself. Education ain't always about 1 + 1 = 2. Sometimes we want to know the how to instead of the why to. Sometimes we got to be able to, take off these layers that we're dealing with in order for us to move forward to take action. You know what it takes to have success. Why we ain't doing it? Because we got some stuff going on, right? Yes, yes? So this is a great environment to be in, and so kudos to you. I had some people message me talking about the weather is bad. Okay, didn't show up. All right, environment. So I moved to Houston 3 years ago. And for me, it was just something that I needed to do. And so as the pandemic happened, I have no family out there and no friends. And so, we went through that whole time where we were just by ourselves, right? If you anybody else live by yourself? I'm so grateful. Oh, no, I'm so grateful I have a dog. Because, child, I talked to him so much. I said one day he going to speak back, and I'm going to be like, whoa, wait a minute, right? But I realized that the environment that I was in was not conducive for the growth that I need to go to. So I'm moving back to Atlanta because I need to be in an environment around people that I know love me. I need to be in an environment that motivates me. And so you need to be, now, I'm not telling you to physically move, but I am telling you to position yourself in environments where you leave motivated. Anybody ever been around someone and you leave, you feel drained? Right? You feel drained, they just drain you. Well, go to environments where you feel motivated. When I wrote this first book right here, I remember I used to go to the Intercontinental every day. And that's where I wrote it, at the Intercontinental. They knew me so much. They said, oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing today? I'm good. I used to get the chicken and dumplings. So good. Oh, my God. And then they got them little biscuits or something. What? Do they still got that? Oh, my God, right? Now, I ain't have a whole lot of, I ain't want to spend too much, so I get one mimosa, okay? But I used to go there every day just to be in environments where rich people were, right? Because I aspire to be in that space. Not because I want necessarily the money, I want the way that they think. And the way that they think automatically gets you the money. Yes, yes? Your environment. Evolution. Guys, we got to evolve. Evolve means stop always looking for the negative. The first thing we say out our mouth, if it's not positive, then we got to learn to grow from that. Stop trying to look for the negative in people. Evolution means in order for us to grow, we got to change. And so we desire to have success, but sometimes we're just so negative, y'all. And so I just want to encourage you, try to find the best. I was having a conversation the other day about someone, and I was like, listen, and based on what they were telling me, I was like, well, listen, maybe there's something wrong with them. And I'm not saying it to be funny. We got to have grace for people. We want them to have grace for us. So in order for us to be happy, right, I feel like the best way is evolution of how we feel about our sisters, about our brothers. And regardless of what it may seem like, learn to speak positivity. And so I'm not perfect, but I work on it every single day. Yes, yes? Also, you got to learn to speak the money. Anybody know someone that be always talking about, girl, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money for that. I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, stop talking like that about yourself. I remember what I told you. Money is not that big of a deal. It's called currency. It's designed to flow. And the only way it'll ever, by the way, money wants you to want it, right? The only way we'll ever get it is we have to speak life to it. right? So guys, evolve in your communication. And if you're around someone who just will not stop being negative, now's a season of separation. Now, I don't tell people, stop talking like that. What I try to do is say, well, I try to figure out a better way for us to say it. Okay, because I'm going to be honest, some of us, everybody not here today. So some of us are not readily available for that type of conversation, right? So we got to try to figure out a way to switch the conversation. And the final thing is experiences. So at the beginning of the year, when we opened back up, sort of, kind of, I was like, listen, anybody invite me on a trip, I'm going. I'd have been to Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Bahamas. My birthday, we went to Belize. I'm taking trips, okay? Because listen, people, do you know some people got COVID, didn't even leave the house? I said, no, I'm going to have some experiences. Y'all, experiences, let's go places. Let's take trips. Let's be experiences. Anybody ever desire to have a real expensive car? If you do, go experience it. They might not let you drive it, but you can go sit in it. You know what I'm saying? Go rent you one for the weekend. Listen, go rent it, and you might say, I don't even want this car. Right? It's okay, but I'm cool for a weekend. But let's start being very, very specific about the experiences that we have. Yes? All right? So you said you got an income goal, right? In that income goal, connect your experiences to that. Not things, not necessarily just things, but other experiences that can excite you. All right, well, I'm going to get ready to wrap up, but I do want to let you know, I'm going to read this poem out of here, and then I'm going to bring her back up. I do have my books available for sale, $20 if you guys want one. This book right here is my very first one, A Six-Figure Vision. This one is Don't Go Broke Trying to Be a Business Owner. Very, very good. And this one is Don't Be a Broke Author. How not to be a broke author, because I meet a lot of authors who are not making any money. My mission is not just to help you write a book. My mission is to help authors learn how to leverage their books so they can start making money. And so my goal this year is to help 1,000 authors to get to $10,000 a month, week, or day, okay? I'm looking for some days, okay? Who's trying to get to that 10,000 a day? You know what I'm saying? It happens, all right, okay? All right, so I'm gonna read this poem real quick for y'all, and then we're gonna bring back up the lady of the hour. All right. And I'm gonna be here all day, so y'all are welcome, you know, when we go to the vendors to grab. I didn't put up a table. I got my books over here. All right. So this is a poem that I used to read when I was in my network marketing company. It was a coffee business, and we also had tea. And so we used to do these like motivational morning coffee break calls, and I love this poem, so I put it in my book, okay? Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. All right, so it's actually called The Teacup Story. All right, there was a couple who took a trip to England to shop in a beautiful antique store to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary. They both like antiques and pottery, and especially teacups. Spotting an exceptional cup, they asked, may we see that? We've never seen a teacup quite so beautiful. As the lady handed it to them, suddenly the teacup spoke. See, you don't understand. I have not always been a teacup. See, there was a time when I was just a lump of red clay, and my master took me and rolled me and pounded me and patted me all over, and I yelled out, don't do that! I don't like it, let me alone. But he only smiled and gently said, not yet. Then wham, I was placed on a spinning wheel, and I spun around and around and around. Stop it! I'm getting dizzy, I'm gonna be sick, I screamed. And my master only nodded and said quietly, not yet. He spun me and poked me and prodded me and bit me out of shape to suit himself, and then he put me in the oven. I've never felt such heat. I yelled, I knocked, I pounded at the door, help, get me out, I'm gonna die. And I could see him through the window, and he shook his head from side to side and still said, when I thought I couldn't bear it another minute, the door opened. He carefully took me out. He put me on the shelf, and I began to cool. This felt good. This is much better, I thought. But after I cooled, he picked me up and he brushed me and painted me all over. The fumes were horrible. I thought I would gag. Please, stop it. Stop it, I cried. And he shook his head from side to side and said, not yet. Then suddenly, do y'all know he put me back in the oven again? But this time it wasn't like the first time. See, this time it was twice as hot. I just knew I would suffocate. I begged, I pleaded, I screamed, I cried. I was convinced I would never make it. I was ready to give up, and just then the door opened up and he took me out and he put me on the shelf, and I'm just sitting here like, what is he going to do to me next? An hour later, he handed me a mirror and said, look at yourself. And I said, that's not me. That couldn't be me. It's beautiful. I'm beautiful. Quietly, he spoke. I want you to remember, I know it hurt to be rolled and pounded and patted, but had I let you alone, you would have dried up. I knew it made you dizzy to be spun around on that wheel, but if I hadn't stopped, you would have crumbled. I know it hurt and was hot and disagreeable in that oven, but if I hadn't put you there, you would have cracked. I know the fumes were bad when I brushed and painted you all over, but if I hadn't done that, you would have never hardened and you wouldn't have any color in your life. Ooh. Come on, Jesus. See, I also knew I had to put you back in the oven the second time, because if I did not do that, you wouldn't have survived long enough, because the hardness would not have held. Now you are a finished product. Now you are what I had in mind of you when I first began. The moral of the story is that God knows what he is doing to each of us. Y'all, when you're looking at a fellow sister, remember, she done been through some stuff. He knows what he's doing for us. He is the potter, and we are his clay. He will mold us and make us and expose us to just enough pressures of just the right kind so that we may be made into a flawless piece of work to fulfill his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So when life seems hard and you are being pounded and patted and pushed almost beyond endurance, when your world seems to be spinning out of control, try this. Brew a cup of your favorite tea in your prettiest teacup. Sit down and think on this story and have a little talk with the potter. The reason why I wanted to share this story, because it goes back to where I say evolution. A lot of times the first thing that we do is we start talking trash about our sisters and our brothers. This is Juneteenth, y'all. We are still connected to the pain that our ancestors had to go through. We gotta start loving each other more. Stop calling people out their name. And I'm working on it. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you I'm not perfect. But as we stand here on this day and remember that it's not that this is necessarily when we were freed. It's when they went to Galveston to let them know, you know y'all free, right? You know we free, right? We are free from negativity. We are free from poverty. We are free from the chains of trying to be that of what they tell us that we should be in order to be. Y'all, my name is Taria Vision Avant. Thank you very much.